It's pretty safe to say that when it comes to Ghostbusters and movie fans in general, the classic original 1984 film is regarded as the most well-made in the franchise. But for some of us, it's still not our favorite Ghostbusters movie. I mean, me personally, for years here, I've talked about my love for Ghostbusters II. And in a new interview with Rolling Stone, Dan Aykroyd, he would talk about some of the sequels he's had a creative hand in, including Blues Brothers 2000 and, you guessed it, Ghostbusters 2. When it comes to Blues Brothers, Aykroyd would admit that following the success of the original film, there were never any immediate talks with co-star John Belushi regarding a sequel, instead focusing more on the next big project, which for Aykroyd would turn out to be Ghostbusters. I was writing Ghostbusters for John Belushi. I was writing a line for him when I heard that he died, so I was more expecting to move on to that. But we didn't have a second Blues Brothers story in mind. No, not at the time. Now, Blues Brothers 2000 is a good accompaniment to the first. Erykah Badu's song was worth the price of admission. I'm glad we did that story, and I wish Jimmy Belushi, John's brother, had been in it, but everybody was good in it, and it was fun. Naturally, any interview with Aykroyd, it quickly shifts to discussing Ghostbusters, and as someone who both wrote and starred in the 1989 slime-filled sequel, he clearly takes pride in the film, saying, "We all wanted to make it. It was just finding the right story, and then getting Bill Murray to agree. Finally, we were able to come up with something that all of us liked, and it just took that long to make it. But that's a very good companion to the first one. The River of Slime. No movies are perfect, and there's a few things I would have changed in there, but it was definitely a very good companion to the first one." When commended on his lasting cultural impact as a writer and performer, Aykroyd joked that he's hanging around too long, acknowledging that with time, much like in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the torch has been passed. I never really looked at it as being a thing that would be over because it did go on for a while in terms of my acting and writing. Then, when it ended, it's pretty much wound down now. Although I was just in a Ghostbusters feature film on the big screen. I'm still up there. I'm hanging around too long, I'm telling you. Now, of course, I've got many ideas, but I know that there's little chance of getting them made, and I'm realistic about it. It's the younger people writing things now. The torch has been handed, but now I see it was fleeting. I see how it went in retrospect. To read the full Rolling Stone interview, be sure to check out that link down below in the description. And with that said, that's all I've got for you for this one. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters news, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is also down below. And we'll see you right back here next time.